We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go, let's go!
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready, ready.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. McLeod. He gets it to Gurley. Complete.
You ain't going nowhere.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I got it. Hey, check Mike. Watching you box.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. McLeod. It's caught. Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He can't get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next, the receivers will spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd and 1. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready? 10-2 start. Here we go. Let's bring it.
2nd and 4. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Keep it on. Watch the slant. Check that screen. Hey, check.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9 now. It's caught. Cooper. And he's got some space here. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's really difficult to trust.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll drop the throw. Buying time to us, and the pressure gets to him again.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped down to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Come on, set. 10 logo. 55. Here we go, D. On deck.
Off play action. McLeod. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. McLeod. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McLeod. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
First down carry by Elliott. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. 3rd down here.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now back to throw. Cooper's got it. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You draw quarter. Bravo. Go. Yeah.
Here we go,
Throwing again. McLeod. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And the Raider first down.
Ready.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
60
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lucky. Check 99. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, stand up.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Looking to throw. McLeod. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Delta. Hurry.
Check Mike 54.
Back to throw. McLeod. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. A dump off to Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 32-yard line. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more of the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Push him back. Push him back.
General West.
Hey,
exit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 2nd down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. In fact, he can win every battle.
Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Look at me. Zipper. And Alpha. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go. Snap.
From the gun, McLeod. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Check. Walk 54. Hey, man.
On second down, Washington. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Tighten up.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, Haywood.
Second and 11. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I know you feel that.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable here for Davis. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The second quarter score from KC. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Coaching spell on the ball. Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before. He takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to number 88. A gain of 14. First down, Raiders.
On the set.
55, Mike 55. We got to get the ball.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
55, Mike 55. Oh, here we go.
Operating from the gun. McLeod. Jones has him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh. Cover.
Looking to throw. McLeod. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 15, 9, 59. Hey, Irvin.
54, right there. 54, Mike. So don't say nothing.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McLeod. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Complete to Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First down, Raiders.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, high 7. Leo now.
From the gun, McLeod. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Elliott. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 18. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
I'm here all day. Short.
Second and 13. This is caught. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3.
Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on second and 7. Here's a second and 7. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. X3. 218 chopper.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Operating from the gun. McLeod throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, box top. Ready?
From the gun, McLeod. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. Take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Todd Gurley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Let's go, baby. At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go to Elliott again. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
He's coming. We got double up.
They're going to look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
He'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off, Byron Jones. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
They can't stop you, son.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
80 weapons.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Operating from the gun, McLeod. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Joker. You go tight. You got tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 21, it's second and 10.
Here we go. Hey, check. Magic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now back to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
No.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Get ready.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Go now. 10 over.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Raiders, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.